point-centric league right now.
Kevin, it is. And no matter how tall you are and what position, pretty much 90% of the guys now can dribble, they can pass, they can shoot. We have guys that are 7-footers that we're calling guards. So I think right now this is a guard-oriented league.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Hood in at the 3. Looking at Portland, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Grizzlies. Right side, Dragic. It's Oladipo on the wing. Shoots it. Rebound by Nurkic.
Wow, that's one you just kind of assume is going in. Tough luck.
Hood deciding where to go with it. Second chance shot. Nurkic kicks to Covington. It's deflected.
4 shots, 4 misses, and you can sense a certain frustration building.
Butler passes to Leonard. Over Hood. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. The Trailblazers have gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals here. Dragic against Lillard. Passes it to Nurkic. He gets it in there.
And boy, did they need that one. Their first make in the 5 field goal attempts they've had.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. I was able to speak with Terry Stotts for a minute. He said they're focused on how to slow down Victor Oladipo. Coach said he's their emotional leader. When he's rolling, they're tough to stop. Kevin, he went to DeMatha. Of course he's hard to stop.
Thanks so much, David. Now here's McCollum. After the miss from Goran Dragic. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Lillard. Kept alive. Here's Nurkic. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall. Oladipo against McCollum. Now here's Oladipo. Tight defense on him. Connects on the foul line jumper.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
Now here's Lillard. He had 25 points last game. On deep. It's rebounded by Leonard. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Here's Oladipo. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket.
They are out of rhythm. 1 for 5 so far. You just need to calm down and reward your matchups.
Count that bucket.
Mostly a score coming out of college. Rodney Hood shows the willingness to make the extra pass.
Here's Dragic. 11 points for him in that last game against Charlotte. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, when you watch Goran Dragic play, you can tell the precision that he has with his movement and footwork. But as pretty as his game is, he has a bit of edge to him. Very fiery player.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Two.
That free throw missing. And Smitty, as you alluded to with Dragic, he's gotten in more confrontations than you would think.
He's a scrapper and does whatever it takes to win. Reminds me of a little bit of John Stockton with that mentality. But that's exactly the kind of mindset you want from your lead guard.
And the second free throw, good.
Well, he was a champion in Italy. We see what Dragic has done in the NBA. He's had a solid career, and he's still evolving.
Now, here's Nurkic. He's looking for Lillard and finds him. And that one is good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Butler with the ball. Now Covington defending. Pass to Leonard. Over Hood. Leonard, no luck. Portland leading by 3. Outside, Covington. He kicks to McCollum. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. So it's Miami now. For Miami, they've gotten only 1 of 6 shots to drop for them to start this game. Oladipo dishes to Dragic. The 3. And it's rebounded by Covington. Portland's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And it's McCollum in the corner. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Heat trail by 3. Pass to Dragic. Oladipo against Lillard. Oladipo misses.
I mean, he's staying aggressive, trying to regain his touch. But right now, he's hurting the team.
Hood, the pass to Nurkic. Hood kicks to Lillard. Six on the shot clock. Over Oladipo. Portland no good that time either.
And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
Butler from outside. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
He's worked on his jump shot, and now he has the pull-up jump shot as well.
Lillard finds McCollum. Oladipo with the block. And it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Leonard. Butler against Hood. 4 on the clock. Over Butler.
That's just hustle by Jimmy Butler. Did not give up on that look. Opponents, they don't get clean looks when he's around.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin. And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. Nurkic up top. He's guarded by Adebayo. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. McCollum, no good. Miami's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And there's the bucket from Victor Oladipo.
Jimmy Butler is on it, staying alert, finds his man, breaking free.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland. Last time they met was in Portland this season.
And really brought an impressive physicality to that matchup, drawing a ton of fouls and, of course, went on to win it.
They forced the issue and made the defense hack them to death last game. I'm sure they'll try to mirror that same attack in this one.
A moment here to see the numbers for Dragic, how he performed last season. Averaged about 13 points a game last season, 5 assists and 3 rebounds. Backup point guard, always an important position, and he fills that role beautifully.
Without a good floor conductor coming off the bench, your offense can quickly grow stagnant. He solves that problem well.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. The entire offseason leading up to tonight, Steve, as a player, do you already know if your team has a chance to be special this early?
You know, Kevin, yeah, you do. And I think the teams that I've been on and teams that you see and saying we don't have a chance to win, you try to trick yourself. You're looking at management and ownership. Can we make a deal throughout this year to get us in contention? But you got to be realistic. You know the team that you don't have a chance to win a championship.
First free throw is good.
Where you always have confidence in the Heat organization is at the top. Pat Riley with 9 championship rings as a player, as an assistant coach, as a head coach, and as a team president. He knows how to win from every perspective.
Oladipo hits them both. You're right, Steve. You look at Riley's career, most people are just looking to accomplish one of the things he's done.
Kevin, he has a great mind. He's incredibly driven. He understands how to motivate people, and he understands what's important to focus on.
Now, here's Covington. He's coming off a 10-point game against Memphis.
And he also chipped in with a couple blocks in that game. Just a hint at the impact he had on the defensive side.
And here are the Heat now. They're on a 12-4 run right now.
Hey, yo, right here, baby.
Dragic dishes to Oladipo. Butler feeling out a bit. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper. Butler's got 5.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
They're playing well. They're building momentum. This is how they can turn a small lead into a big one.
Count the basket.
Gets one to fall, but only his second make in the first 7 attempts.
Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And Adebayo throws it down.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Now here's Lillard over Adebayo. Here's Nurkic. And there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
And such a polished player near the basket. Nurkic feels comfortable taking those in-close shots.
Butler against Hood. Oladipo outside. Now the pass to Adebayo. The Heat need to get a shot off. And Butler launches from deep. Off target from three-point range. Trailblazers trail by 6. Now here's Lillard. Unloads from 13. And yes, it's good. 6 points for him.
And he can score from all over the court. But Lillard at his best from mid-range. He deserves extra special attention from the defense in that in-between area. But sometimes, even then, that's not enough.
Here's Butler following the score by Damian Lillard. Oladipo outside. Here's Leonard. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Covington's got 5 rebounds tonight. He feeds it to Hood. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Now just a 2-point Miami lead.
Hood is great at getting into the paint, using that high release point of his to get his shot off.
Dragic the pass to Butler. Oladipo dishes to Dragic. Shoots over Lillard. That one off the back iron and out. Portland's gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. Hood kicks to Lillard. And it's all evened up. Lillard's got 8 points.
And for someone who spends most of his time on the perimeter, Lillard's a terrific finisher inside. His moves to the basket aren't tentative. They are strong.
Now, here's Oladipo. He's got 6.
And, guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Oladipo against McCollum. 1:56 left in the first quarter. It's stolen by Oladipo. Inside, here's Butler. Good, and it's Oladipo picking up the assist. Oladipo's got 3 assists in the game. Lillard, the pass to McCollum. Hood against Butler. Hood kicks to Nurkic. Over in the corner, Lillard. Here's the 3. Rebound by the Heat.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game. And the 4-year, $196 million Supermax extension signed by Damian Lillard this offseason. Dame Dollar living up to one of his many nicknames, but money well spent by the Blazers.
And the call will be against Jusuf Nurkic. That is his first foul of the game. The Heat making a switch here. Nunn's checked in. Cantor's checked in for the Trailblazers. The Heat leading by 3. 59 seconds left to play in the first. And the shot is good. 6 points for him. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Portland Trailblazers. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Lillard's got 13.
They're still behind, but not because of his efforts. He's been unbelievable this quarter.
Nunn passes to Adebayo. The kick out to Oladipo. Buries it from three-point range. And the Heat lead by 6.
This has been a tremendous quarter for him. Everything he puts up now looks like it's going in.
Lillard with it. Now defended by Oladipo. But they recover it. And Cantor able to finish.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
McCollum against Oladipo. And that does it for the first quarter. Heat out front, leading by 4. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. You learn about Jimmy Butler. Difficult journey to where he is now. But one thing always got him through.
Basketball. That's that. It always took my mind off everything. It always made me smile. I had no cares in the world when I was shooting.
Boy, you hear that so often, don't you, Greg? Between those lines can be an escape from the outside world.
And in the end, Butler's obsession became his escape. Maybe why he remained so devoted to the game.
And as we return, it's Noche Latina, celebrating the NBA's connection to the Latin American community. And let's quickly break down the game we've been seeing from the Heat, guys.
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
That's their mindset. Attack, attack, and attack some more. You're not going to beat them playing soft.
They've got Jimmy Butler. Adebayo is out there with Myers Leonard. Then it's Robinson. And it's Nunn in at the point guard. That's the group on the floor for Miami. The Trailblazers shooting their first free throw of the evening.
And they shot 81% from the line last season as a team. So you really can't find fault with what they're able to do there.
Smitty, when things get heated between two players, we often see a double technical call. But should the instigator be penalized more if it can be determined who was the instigator?
I agree, Kevin. I just don't like sometimes when two guys get into it and you just automatically call it double technical. Because the strategy-wise, if I was playing Kevin and their best player had a technical already, I would get into it just so I can call it double technical and hopefully he'll be gone.
Now, wait a minute. Did you really? Honestly?
No, we did. I mean, I think that back in the day you saw, like, Patrick Ewing, for instance. He had a tech. We would just send somebody out there just to see a couple plays. If we can get him thrown out. Especially now, if you just call it double technical the way they do, a lot of star players would have been gone.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
And out of UCLA, Norman Powell, an athletic 6'4" combo guard, said he modeled his game after Russell Westbrook.
And I can see why. He's gifted physically as well. A 6'11" wingspan, a 40-inch vertical leap. He's more of a two-guard, in my opinion, and he's off to a strong start in his young career.
Shooting 2.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. And that drops, so they now lead by 1. The Heat have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Nunn passes to Butler. He gets that one. Butler's got 11 points.
I love his mindset on that drive, Jimmy Butler. No one wants to get in his way when he's on the attack.
The shot's good from Cantor. And the Trailblazers lead by 1.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Nunn passes to Butler. Teardrop shot, and it's good on the way in. He's got 13.
He's given a great lift to this offense tonight. Very, very efficient.
Robinson against Powell. Puts up a 3. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Adebayo's got his 4th rebound in this one. Floats it up for Butler, and it's Butler with the jam.
Love the eye contact by Jimmy Butler and his teammate before he rolls up for that alley-oop.
Outside Hood. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Ball's knocked loose, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession. And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. It's a 3-point game. 3 on the clock. Here's Anthony. It's hauled in by the Heat. Adebayo's got his 5th rebound in this one. Coach is liking what he's seeing from his offense.
And, guys, they've put the defense on the defensive.
Butler, no good. Trailblazers trail by 3. To the middle. Here's Anthony. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
This is a close-knit group. They feed off one another's energy.
Here's Nunn. The Blazers getting the bucket. Passes it to Leonard. Shoots over Lillard. Leonard, no luck. For Portland, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. To the inside. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. And that's now 18 points for Damian Lillard. Here's Nunn. Covered by Lillard. Butler against Hood. From 12 feet out. The offensive rebound. Adebayo. Excellent D from Cantor.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. Shoots over Leonard. And he overshot that one, missing. Miami trailing. To the middle. Here's Adebayo. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. That's on Enes Kanter.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. The Heat shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game.
And looking at last season's numbers, down below 70% as a team from the line.
Free throw good. Adebayo.
Well, you love the energy that Bam Adebayo brings while he's on the floor. Great finisher who hustles nonstop. Really, the only question is how you match him up on the defensive end.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
A little bit late there, but you tried to get into your opponent's head. Force them to go somewhere else with the ball, and he did that.
Here's Nunn. It's deflected, and he recovers it. The second chance effort. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Here's the list of players who had the most steals in the NBA last season. 5th, Jimmy Butler.
He showed such tremendous defensive instincts. Trust me, nobody wanted him guarding them last year.
The Trailblazers have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any.
shooting 2.
The free throw drops for Powell. And those position questions you mentioned with Adebayo. A bit of a tweener in the post.
Yeah, he is. Adebayo has a game that is suited for a center. He attacks and stays close to the rim. But he's had a hard time matching up against some larger centers. And that's why we haven't seen more of him.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And didn't have a single free throw in that first quarter, but he started to play with a little bit more of an edge to his game here in the second.
Here's Nunn. His last outing, he had 18 points. And stolen by Lillard. And now Portland on the break. Lillard with the ball, and he makes good on the layup. Lillard's got 7 now in this quarter.
And that was not an opportunity Lillard was going to let pass by. Getting down the floor in an instant and finishing on the break.
And it's Butler missing. The Trailblazers have gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field. It's stolen by Adebayo. Here's Nunn. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make, he is 1 for 4.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Don't need to be a hero.
Anthony looking it over. It's blocked, and they're able to recover. Clock at 6. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Here's Cantor, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Cantor's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
I'm not sure if he was trying to show off or what, but when you're that open, you got to go straight to the basket. The fadeaway was clearly a bad choice.
Now here's Butler. He's got 15. Over Hood. Butler, no good. And it's Anthony with the ball for the Portland Trailblazers. Offensive rebound. The shot's good from Cantor. Cantor's got the lead up to 4 now for Portland.
Now that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
Outside Butler. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Love the level of concentration by Jimmy Butler on that play.
And Greg, when you look at the top perimeter defenders in the game today, how high does Jimmy Butler rank on that list?
Look, he's in the top handful, no doubt about it. Multiple all-defense selections. He is a true two-way terror.
Andre Iguodala is checked in for Robinson. And Portland with a change here, too. Collins is checked in. Hey, Steve, if your team is holding on to a narrow lead, which player do you want defending that last shot of the game?
I would say Kawhi Leonard, Giannis because of his length, Paul George, Draymond Green, and I really love Klay Thompson. Not that he's going to block the shot, but he always stays in position.
Now, here's Butler. 18 points for him. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Portland's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Here's Lillard, and the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
I will say this about his shooting stroke. It's pure when he's got it going. Perfect so far this quarter.
When he was drafted, Damian Lillard said he wanted to go to the Blazers with the 6th pick. The opportunity to play right away and be embraced by the city of Portland.
Jones checked in for the Heat. And Portland with a change here, too. C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Anthony. Free throw good, Damian Lillard. And Damian Lillard says, Greg, win or lose, he wants to stay in Portland. He keeps his residence there year-round.
And talk about his loyalty. In high school, lightly recruited. He ends up committing to Weber State. His senior year, all the big schools come calling. And Lillard kept his commitment. That shows you how he's built.
Now here's Powell. He's got 6.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
That one's in there, and the Portland lead is cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from Jones.
Great job executing the offense. That pass on time and on point.
McCollum with the ball. He's coming off a 22-point game against Memphis. Portland again missing. The Heat shooting 38% in the second quarter. Offensively, they look a little bit confused. Jones, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And Smitty, you talk about players who can just be vicious to the rim. Wow. Derrick Jones is on that list.
Yes, he can dunk the ball with so much force. You feel the building shake. So scary when he's coming down the paint to catch a pass because of his insane leaping ability.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
And that one falls for Jones. And Portland making a change here. Covington's checked in. And it's tied up with that one. And so here's Portland. Now Lillard, 23 points in the game. Lets the three fly. Covington's shot is off.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And Leonard gets it to go.
Great player movement, great ball movement. That's fun to watch.
Cullen passes to Cantor. Here's Lillard. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Lillard's got it all tied up now for the Trailblazers. McCollum against Iguodala. There's the dish to Leonard. Here's Nunn. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it.
A moment now to see the numbers for Cantor. He had a strong showing last season. 14th in rebounding. And he was in the top 20 in field goal percentage. Able to create offense with tremendous efficiency.
And we talked about how strong he was on the boards. Going hard at it at both ends last year. Really helping out his teams. Three-pointer, Lillard gets it to go from beyond the arc. Lillard's got 28 points for the game.
His shot making has been superb this quarter. He's taken over this game.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game. Coaches talk about young players needing to experience the playoffs to understand that level. Smitty, why is that so hard to simulate without going through it?
Kevin, reasons why is in the playoffs, everything is taken to another level. Also, you seeing this team night in and night out. They know your plays. You know their plays. It comes down to just execution, and you can't have careless turnovers or those brain freezes you have in the regular season.
No one had more success at the foul line last season than this group of players. Damian Lillard third.
He was locked and loaded from the free throw line all season. Never suffered through any real lulls in that department.
Here's Adebayo. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Charlotte.
And he really controlled the pace of the game by getting to the line. The D could not slow him down, and he took advantage of it.
Now here's Iguodala. They trail by 3, 5 to shoot. Stolen by Cantor. Covington against Jones. To the paint. It's tipped. They get it back. Collins, good. And here is Iguodala. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. None passes to Iguodala. Makes it off the glass.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
Three-pointer, Lillard. And Jones pulls it down. The Heat trail by 3. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And Adebayo throws it down.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Here's Lillard, and it's blocked. In the corner, Iguodala with it. Launches it. Rebounded by McCollum.
This is the shot they wanted to get. Right guy, right spot, wrong result.
Lillard misses. Heat shooting 44% from the field in the second. Iguodala finds Jones. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Pass to Covington. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
The Trailblazers shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw drops for Covington.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Goran Dragic is checked in for the Heat. Nurkic checked in for the Trailblazers. And both free throws good for Covington. 50 seconds left to play in the first half. And here's Dragic. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat.
I got him.
Dishes it to Iguodala. Nurkic with the block. Dragic against McCollum. Here's Collins, and finish off by Collins.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Now, here's Dragic. 11 seconds left in the first half of the game. 6 to shoot. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
That's a cagey decision by going Dragic. No one stops the ball, so he just keeps going.
And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for Portland. What an amazing quarter. There was absolutely no stopping him. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Jimmy Butler. Jimmy, you have come a long way in this league. When you look at your career now versus when you came in, how different is it?
Much different. I think on the floor, I'm supposed to do a lot more on both ends of the floor. And off the floor, I think it's still the same. People recognize my hair.
Well, it is a unique style. Jimmy, thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. They never got too far behind as their largest deficit in the period was 8. The second quarter was a different story than the first. They played with energy and confidence in building a 3-point lead at the break. What did you think about Portland, Kenny?
So far, I love their commitment on the glass. Even when they were playing well, their rebounding remained a priority. And so far, the other side hasn't matched their efforts.
And over to Shaq. What did you think about Miami?
Well, a lot of their points came in transition. They dictated the pace of the game. It was a fast pace. Put the defense back on its heels. I say keep attacking the second half. Do not slow down.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Really an incredible game from Lillard.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
He's been very effective on the move, forcing the action, getting to his spots, and finishing plays.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the floor for Portland, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Rodney Hood out there with Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at the center position. And McCollum with the slam.
Beautiful offense. Lillard creates time and again down the floor, whether it be for himself or for his teammates.
Shots good from Butler.
Man, I'll tell you, when you get your floater game going, it's a tremendous weapon.
Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. He dishes it to Covington. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. And the Trailblazers lead by 5.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Lillard fires away from way outside, but they get it back. And the basket by McCollum.
And this has been an outstanding display on the boards, and it's a big part of why they have a lead in this game, doing the dirty work down low.
Now here's Butler. He's got 20. Oladipo for 3. Damian Lillard pulls it in. Lillard's got 4 rebounds now tonight. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Goran Dragic.
Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
The Trailblazers have been a perfect 8 of 8 at the line. No good on that one. And he sinks the second. The Heat trail by 8. Kicks it to Oladipo. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It goes on C.J. McCollum. The Heat have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first. Oladipo hits them both. McCollum with the ball. He's got 6. Pass to Lillard. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Covington wide open. He fires. Portland no good that time either.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
Shooting 1.
The Heat have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances.
One shot.
From the 30th pick in the draft to perennial all-star, Jimmy Butler has come a long way in a short period of time.
Now here's McCollum. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Inside. No good on that one. Now the Heat take it the other way. Next step for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. And that'll be the third of the four straight at home. Dragic, the pass to Butler. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic. And it's now only a 1-point Portland lead.
Jimmy's thirsty tonight. You can tell he wants the ball every time down the floor.
Knocked loose. And Butler sends it back. And he's able to get it back. They retain possession. Now Dragic. There's the pass to Butler. The kick out to Dragic. And it goes out of bounds. That went off Dragic.
And the veteran Goran Dragic still producing late in his career. Not the force he once was, but always a source of playmaking and scoring.
Now a timeout called by Portland.
And Coach can't like what he's seeing, trying to get them refocused.
It's so easy to get run over when you lose even a little edge. Look for them to come out much more aggressive.
Now a moment to see the numbers for Covington. Good season for him last year. Averaged about 13 points a game. Just over 2 steals and 5 rebounds. He's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
He's not trying to take over necessarily. He's just taking what the defense allows and contributing to the cause.
Here's Nurkic. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Well, you look at the career of Dragic, Greg, he's always been a scoring point guard.
Yeah, and as Dragic has aged, he has learned to lean more and more on his outside shot. Even when his first step and speed start to falter, he'll find ways to put up points.
First one falls for him. And last season, a rare 5-by-5 game achieved by Jusuf Nurkic. 24 points, 23 rebounds, 7 assists, 5 steals, Greg, and 5 blocks in a game against the Kings.
And how about the only player ever to log a 20-25-5 game? The Bosnian Beast making a name for himself.
And so he hits both. Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Dragic kicks to Oladipo. Back to Dragic. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Leonard. And that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. Dragic has got 4 assists now tonight. McCollum feeling it out a bit. And there's the foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Anthony's checked in for the Trailblazers. Norman Powell comes in for McCollum. It's Powell on the wing. Guarded by Oladipo. Shot clock at 6. Nurkic dishes to Lillard. Shoots over Dragic. And the shot is long. Miami's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Oladipo. And finished off by Oladipo.
Pretty tall point guard. Goran Dragic sees the entire floor. Terrific look.
Outside Hood. Passes to Powell. Now Lillard. Guarded by Oladipo. And a miss there on the triple. And here are the Heat. Big run right now going for him, 11-2. That one goes in. 27 points for Butler.
This is where Jimmy Butler really does his best work, when he can use his length and strength to full advantage.
Lillard, the pass to Carmelo. Nurkic trying to get open. Shot is good, and the Heat's lead is cut back down to 1 point on the basket from Anthony. Oladipo against Powell. And Leonard has it in the corner. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
It's amazing. All night he's been out of sync on the offensive end, yet they continue to lead.
So Oladipo will bring it up for Miami. Out left to the wing. Here's Dragic. Oladipo taking his time here. Leonard, no luck.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game.
Now here's Dragic following the miss by Rodney Hood. The fader. Nice touch on the bank shot. Adebayo's got 13.
Yeah, quick trigger. And from that range, if he senses the defenders have backed off, forget about it.
Yep, it goes in, and the Miami lead is cut down to 1 on the bucket from Lillard.
Outstanding handles from the clever guard. Lillard crafty with it in his hand and can create for anybody.
Now here's Butler. 27 points for him. Oladipo with the ball. Lillard picks him up. It's good. Oladipo's got 6 in the quarter.
Yeah, a big part of this run here has been their ability to score from mid-range.
Butler against Hood. Here's Nurkic. Kicks it out to Lillard. The dish now to Powell. For the tie. Doesn't go for him. Nice D from Oladipo.
They keep calling his number, which is partly how they've dug this hole.
Good for basket number 7 tonight on a not-so-unlucky 13 shots.
Relentless on the offensive glass, and then you love the finish.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Powell kicks to Anthony. Pass to Hood. Here's Nurkic. And it's Miami with the rebound. Adebayo's. Here's Butler. And it's Butler with the jam.
I love that about Jimmy Butler. Sees a little bit of daylight, takes it, and slams it.
Lillard against Dragic. And here's Anthony for 3. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got 4 assists in the game. Dragic the pass to Adebayo. Now here's Oladipo. And here's Dragic. Heat moving the ball around. There's the lob to Oladipo. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Now a timeout called by Portland. You look at Jimmy Butler. He's really been playing well.
You have to make it harder for him to score. Deny the ball, even double, whatever it takes to force someone else to beat you.
Enes Kanter's checked in for Portland.
Taking a look here at some numbers for Damian Lillard. He's coming off an excellent season. 3rd in free throw shooting, 9th in scoring, and his passing skills were on full display all year. He ranked among the top 15 in assists.
And just going back to his free throw efficiency, it's about confidence when you're at the line. You've always said it. He had it. That's how he ended up with the top 3 ranking. Kanter kicks to Powell. Back to Kanter. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Victor Oladipo. Well, the book, Greg, is the same for Enes Kanter as it's always been. Great score inside, but his defense leaves you wanting.
And Kevin, at this point, he is who he is. I mean, for better or worse. Kanter is still a force off the bench to give a team some post presence in their second unit, but not sure he'll ever be a player to build around.
That's good from Kanter. And Kanter drops them both. The Heat leading by 4. Here's Nunn. He kicks to Butler. And it's Portland with the rebound. Kanter's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Pass to Powell. Here's Nurkic. Out to Anthony. And there's the pass to Powell. Shot clock at 5. From outside, off the mark.
Yeah, and you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Down low. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Lillard from outside. Portland with a new 14.
Wow, another opportunity. Just everything going their way. Pretty much the story of this game. That was excellent contest, preventing him from making something that's usually automatic.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Now, here's Nurkic. 6 points for him. Dishes it to Anthony. Over Adebayo. No good off the front iron. So Oladipo will bring it up for the Heat. Passes it to Adebayo. Here's Nunn. Covered by Lillard. Jones. Nurkic with the block. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here is Lillard. He has 31. It's Adebayo with the rebound.
He started off solid. Had 2 threes at halftime, but blank from deep since.
Anthony with the block. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Lillard against Oladipo. Lillard the pass to Nurkic. Over Jones. That's good, and the Heat lead is cut down to 6 and the bucket from Nurkic. 58 seconds left in the third quarter. Kicks to Oladipo. To the middle. And it's sent back by Lillard. And then Lillard slams it in.
And once they roll the ball out there, Lillard turned on the switch. He is doing it all tonight.
He's made 3 of his 4 free throw attempts in the game.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
And Miami making a change here. Robinson's checked in. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Robert Covington's checked in for Anthony. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Powell.
Shooting 1.
Free throw good. Damian Lillard. The Heat leading by 3. 36 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. To the paint. Here's Robinson. That one, no good. Good D by Covington. Lillard dishes to Cantor. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got his 5th assist in this one.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Now, here's Oladipo. Here's Nunn. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Nunn's got 5 now. And he drains the 3, but let's see. They may need to review it. I'm not sure the ball was out of his hand in time. Well, we thought the third quarter was over, but it turns out the officials are going to review the play to see if he released the ball before the buzzer.
And they're making sure on this one, even though it may not matter in the grand scheme, but the replay process is faster than ever. You know, why not?
And it looks like they got it right this time. No basket. The clock had expired while the ball was still in his hands.
Yeah, and even if they don't show it, I know the refs are proud of themselves after a replay proves them right. They're like, see, we had it right all along. So good call, fellas.
Jimmy Butler has been on display for Miami. He has been a determined scorer today. 29 points altogether for him. And I think there's more where that came from. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
Three-tenths quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. They've got Jones. Bam Adebayo is out there with Robinson. Then there's Oladipo, and it's Nunn in at the 1. That's the group on the floor for Miami. And that one drops for him. 36 points for Damian Lillard.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Let him decide whether to shoot it, whether to pass it. He's your catalyst right now. He's been of no help stretching the floor tonight. Just 1-3 in the first half. Nothing in the second.
Covington passes to McCollum. To tie it up. It's stolen by Oladipo. Throws it up high. And the rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 9 rebounds now tonight. Covington kicks to Lillard. But they'll get another chance.
And that's a nice job on the offensive glass there. That'll let them work the clock even more.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
Makes it, and the next one could tie it up. That one drops. He ties it up. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Stolen by McCollum. And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it. The fast break chance. And McCollum with the slam. Boy, right down to the wire here. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the win.
Oladipo for 3. Again, the miss by the Heat. For Portland, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. McCollum, no good. Miami's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. And that'll be his third foul so far. Here's Adebayo. Outside Robinson. Here's Oladipo. It doesn't go for him. And it's Portland the other way. Covington passes to Kanter. And Kanter throws it down.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Nunn. Covered by Lillard. Will it go? It counts. And the foul.
Basket's good.
That's on Enes Kanter.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
And I love the play call. This is where you get the ball into the hands of your closers where they can do something with it.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Portland leading. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Lillard outside. No good on the three.
And maybe, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes.
Outside Covington. McCollum passes to Nurkic. And Jones over to help. And here's McCollum for three. It's good from long range. McCollum's got 9 points now in just the second half. The Heat trail by 4. Pass to Oladipo. A look at the clock. A little under. Oh!
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. McCollum kicks to Lillard. They grab their own miss. Kanter's shot is off. Heat have gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. To tie it up. Stolen by McCollum. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. It's good, and it's his 6th make against 11 attempts.
I don't know what Coach told him at halftime, but he is shooting the lights out right now.
Here's Nunn. Pass to Adebayo. To the inside, Oladipo. And Kanter pulls it down. Kanter's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. McCollum up top, guarded by Oladipo. Lillard fires away from way outside. Can't drop the tough three-pointer. The Heat trail by 4. Inside, here's Jones, and then Jones with the jam.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. McCollum passes to Lillard. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. 39 points for Damian Lillard.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Outside Robinson. Back to Jones. And that one, good.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Portland leading by 3. Here's Lillard. And he banks in the layup. Lillard's got 41.
Ooh, heat check after heat check. He rises to the occasion, trying to wheel his team to victory.
Adebayo passes to Oladipo. Here's Nunn. And it's off from three-point range.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising it's such a tight game.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
Hood checked in for Enes Kanter. Here's Oladipo. Some solid defense from Lillard.
He liked to have that one back. That's easy money.
And another three for Portland.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there.
Right here.
McCollum against Oladipo. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Free throw good. Nurkic. Jimmy Butler. He's checked in for Robinson. And both free throws good for Nurkic. Here's Dragic. And the pass to Adebayo. Here's Oladipo. It's good. Oladipo's got 16 here in the second half.
You know he's pulling his weight, but they still find themselves behind.
Lillard finds McCollum. Back to Lillard, and Lillard gets double teamed. Pass to Nurkic. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Goes back up, and 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on Jimmy Butler.
It's interesting. No free throw attempts for him in the first half. He's finally pushing the action and reaping the reward.
On the first.
And he knocks down the first one. And both free throws good for Nurkic. And here's Dragic. He'll bring it up for Miami. Trailing by 10. He kicks it to Oladipo. Down low. Adebayo with the bucket.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Lillard, bounce pass. Outside Hood. Back to Lillard. The 3. It's Adebayo with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Dragic, the pass to Adebayo. Right side Leonard. 6 to shoot. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
I like that approach, playing inside out, forcing the defense to scramble.
Pass to Nurkic. Back to Lillard. And the layup's good off the glass. Lillard's got 46 points.
That's a well-timed, well-coordinated play. Comes right off the pick for the lay-in.
Dragic kicks to Oladipo. Pulls in another board. He hauls in his 20th rebound.
Dominating the glass.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Now a timeout called by Portland. And now we've got a moment for our Jordan Player of the Game, Damian Lillard.
And, guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Terry Stotts went over with his team. His concern was both their inconsistency and their amount of three-point shots. He said, let's move the ball for good shots. If you have an open three, take it. Otherwise, let's attack the rim and put some pressure on these guys. Kevin?
The Heat trail by 6. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and Adebayo throws it down.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. McCollum outside. To the paint, Nurkic. Miami grabs the miss. Miami's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. And it's good, 2 points. Now just a 2-point Portland lead.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Here's Nurkic. It's rebounded by Leonard. Leonard's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's Dragic, and it's Miami with another. Oh, wow, guys, doesn't look good. We've got an injury here.
And that's the one thing you just really can't control or even guard against, and that's injury.
It's an unfortunate part of the game. Our thoughts and prayers are with him.
And the Heat making a change here. Nunn's checked in.
Yo, watch Lillard.
Dragic against Lillard. There's the feed to Nurkic. It's stolen by Adebayo. Here's Nunn. He's guarded by McCollum. And stolen by Lillard. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Lillard with the ball. McCollum right side.
Hey, right here.
Outside Hood. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Liking how Rodney Hood seeks contact on his shot, demonstrating once again that he's not going to back down from anyone.
Two shots.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though.
Rodney Hood has good size at 6'8", really uses his frame well to get his shots off.
That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that gives them the lead.
Yeah, disappointing not to convert all of them, but he did get the one to give them the lead.
Outside Butler. It's good, and they get the go-ahead bucket. Butler's got 13 points in the second half.
You need a big basket, you turn to Jimmy Butler. He's the first option in their offense.
Lillard scanning the floor. And the rejection by Leonard. 3-on-3. Here's Butler. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Robert Covington picks one up.
The physicality of Jimmy Butler poses so many issues for defenders.
Shooting two.
First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 2. Robinson's checked in for the Heat. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
Tight ball game. Who do you want at the charity stripe? This guy.
Here's Covington, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. And the Heat call time here. They're up by 1. 1:10 left to play here in the fourth. Butler against Hood. Now here's Butler. Defense right on him. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
The shot fake of Jimmy Butler is tough not to fall for.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 2. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
Fantastic job stepping up and knocking those 2 down. That's got to be a huge confidence builder.
Good. And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
Here's Nunn. Pass to Butler. And here's Adebayo. Covered by Hood. And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it. The fast break chance. Good!
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
Now a timeout called by Miami. They're trailing by 1. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Butler against Hood. Butler goes in. Nurkic with the block. And an intentional foul right there.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
He hits the first, and that will put them up by 2. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 3-point game.
That's why you want him at the line when the game is close. He knows how to deliver in the clutch.
Looking to tie it up with a big triple.
This is where you want to run a play. Don't just walk it up and heave it.
And there's the foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. And so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
And guys, this is where their depth really comes into play. They've got such talent at that position. They'd love to have him out there, but they won't suffer much of a drop-off.
Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
Big moment at the line. As poised as you get, this thing is done.
And here's Leonard from 3. Cans the 3.
The defender was pretty much helpless right there. His man had a clear height advantage, and he got the exact kind of shot he wanted.
Now a timeout called by Portland. They're in front by 2. Just 2 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Two.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so he drops them both. It's a 4-point ball game. And so the big win by Portland in a tight game. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Carmelo, you have lived in the media spotlight for a long time. How do you put that out of your head when you get on the floor?
I'm just playing ball. My team came to play today. We was focused, and we wanted it. We willed our way to this one.
A great performance, Carmelo. Thank you. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long. Explosive backcourts. When you were playing, who was the toughest guard that you found to defend?
Well, I would start off with a guy named Allen Iverson. And the reason that I start with that, Kevin, the reason I start with Kevin is I just saw the back of the jersey all the time, so I remember Iverson clear as day. But if I went deeper, I would tell you guarding the Hall of Famer Mitch Richmond at a time when he was playing for the Sacramento Kings. They would run an offensive set, much like for Reggie Miller, multiple screens by a bunch of guys who were big and strong. That was not good for me to try to fight through those kind of screens. But if you gave Mitch Richmond 8 inches, 2 points.
And Richmond was strong and had bulk to his body.
Yeah, thanks for reminding me, Kevin.
I can see the bruises. The starters for the Portland Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Hood in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's McCollum. His last outing, we saw him pour in 22. Offensive rebound, Nurkic misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
For Portland, they've gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Shoots off the step back. Portland keeps it going. A new 14-second shot clock. The Heat have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
I was able to talk with Terry Stotts for a minute, and he said Jimmy Butler poses a challenge. One of the top wing players in the league, and one of the hardest workers. You have to bring your heart at, or he'll embarrass you. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
Yep, it counts.
Well, as his confidence grows, McCollum gets himself into attack mode, and that's where his game goes to another level. Beautiful drive by the young phenom.
Here's Dragic, following the basket by C.J. McCollum. Butler dishes to Oladipo. Clock at 6. And it's Oladipo again missing.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
And the basket by McCollum.
I feel like when CJ gets a couple of these to go, it accentuates his ability and confidence to score from the outside as well.
Now here's Adebayo. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Charlotte. Oladipo against McCollum. Oladipo, the pass to Dragic. Here's Butler. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic.
And nice court vision from Dragic there to get a great look at the bucket.
McCollum outside. The dish to Lillard. Shoots. No good. Shot missing. And the Heat going the other way now. Last time against the Trailblazers, they lost in Portland.
Well, I mean, they lost their last matchup with this team in foul trouble really plagued them throughout the game.
Yeah, they had a few important guys sitting there on the bench at a time when they really could have used them on the floor. They have to play much more in control here tonight.
Now here's Dragic following the miss by C.J. McCollum. Shoots over Lillard. And the rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 6 rebounds in the game. McCollum finds Lillard. Cans it from downtown.
Now there's another way Lillard can beat you off the ball. Great timing on the catch and shoot.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
The Heat shooting their first free throws of the night.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
The first one falls.
Dragic, such a valuable player as a combo guard who is a veteran in this league. Unpredictable, pushes the pace, and does not lack for confidence.
And Goran Dragic drops them both.
Well, Portland being up there in the PNW, that's the Pacific Northwest, always means a lot of air miles. Matter of fact, they lead the league pretty much every year in distance travel.
And he gets the bucket.
That is some touch right there shown by CJ, anticipating he was going to get bumped, but still had his eyes on the prize, Kevin.
Now, here's Oladipo. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. The shot's good. Well, Brent, you talk about all that travel for the Blazers. That can wear you down.
Well, interesting. The Blazers have done some particular things off the floor for their players, bringing in UV lights into the locker rooms, coffee before the game. It's very much hipster Pacific Northwest.
And he lobs it up, and Adebayo throws it down.
How about the awareness there for Butler? The D goes to sleep, and Jimmy finds the wide open man.
It's McCollum on the wing, guarded by Oladipo. Got a hand on it. Now here's Dragic. 11-point game his last outing, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Opening night, Brent, always exciting. Technically, every team is undefeated with a lot of hope.
You're just fired up. I mean,
I am fired up.
The NBA never stops, Kevin. We know this, right?
Isn't it great, though? I'm so glad it doesn't stop.
The offseason is just absolutely ridiculously exciting.
So fun.
So much movement and hope for franchises that, have struggled for a long time. And here we go. Hope springs eternal. It's opening night.
And the first one at the line is good.
2013 draft, Victor Oladipo out of Indiana becomes the second overall pick. And he broke out in his first season with the Pacers. Nice to see him come back from this injury and start to make an impact.
Oladipo hits them both. Here's Lillard. He's coming off a 25-point game against Memphis.
Yeah, but all around offensively, the performance was great. He knew when he had it going, but he also knew he could get other guys going. So his passing right up there on the level with his scoring in that one. You wonder, with Nurkic last year getting hurt, just how much further the Blazers could have gone. Again, carried by C.J. McCollum and Damian Lillard. Their unbelievable dynamic duo at the guard position, but the defensive anchor all year long had been Nurkic.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And with their high-powered backcourt, Brent, Nurkic providing the Blazers with that sorely needed paint presence. He is a big body.
Big body who sets screens and frees up a bunch of room for those guards that you mentioned, Kevin. But the interesting thing is about all the dirty work that Nurkic can do down low for this basketball team, picking up 10, 12 points in the painted area and putting a lot of pressure on the defense.
Here's Dragic. Miami no good on that time either.
Yeah, one player sometimes can drag down your offense, and he seems to be an anchor here in this quarter.
Hood kicks to Nurkic. Butler against Hood. Just 5 to shoot. And no good, his first shot of the night, missing.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Dragic dishes to Oladipo. Back to Dragic for 3. Drains the three-pointer. Dragic has got 7 points.
Well, he did not think twice. Firing away, Dragic knocks down and sinks the 3-ball.
Lillard, the pass to McCollum. Outside Hood. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Adebayo's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Butler kicks to Dragic. Back to Butler. And Covington sends it back. 3-pointer. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Miami leading by 4. Butler with the ball. Lillard picks him up. Butler, no good. Portland's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And that one is hammered home.
That's right on the money from Lillard. That's how you finish a possession.
Dragic looking it over. Butler against Covington. The kick out to Oladipo. From deep 3-point range. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Covington against Butler. McCollum dishes to Nurkic. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And now, here's the 2K leaderboard with the teams that last season scored the most second-chance points in the NBA. In 4th, the Trailblazers.
That's an effort stat for me. I mean, it shows you how hard this team works in the paint. They continue to pound the backboard.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good. Nurkic. With social media, extended TV coverage, lots of distractions for these players, Brent. But some do a terrific job of blocking all that out and keeping their focus.
I think the roles and responsibilities of teams is changing around exactly what you're talking about, Kevin. You have to have people within your organization that help these players understand where it is that they have to focus most, and that is your job on the floor. And so really good organizations are educating the players on that. They're not just relying on the agents or outside sources. Teams are trying to get in there and impact guys at a young age to make sure that, as you said, that noise is not part of their beginning part of their career.
Yeah, can't make it a distraction. Here's Lillard. After the made shot from Goran Dragic, Covington wide open. He fires. Portland no good that time either. Oladipo, the pass to Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
Well, Oladipo playing a couple years at point guard in Orlando when he started his career, showing off his passing ability there.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Well, they can't find the net right now, and all they need, I think, is just to get one to go, get back on track.
And checking out the numbers for C.J. McCollum. A very nice season for him last year. Last season put up about 21 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. And very few players in the league can go out and produce like he has. Just a great stretch for him.
He keeps playing like this, and you know in arenas, especially at home, when a star player is playing this well, those MVP chants come raining down.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-ups.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups, so maybe just a step too far.
And they'll keep possession. And that one drops. Adebayo's got 6 points.
The tenacity on that interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
Pass to Nurkic. McCollum kicks to Lillard. Fires from deep. Rebound by the Heat.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
And Adebayo throws it down.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. McCollum finds Lillard, lays it up off the glass. He's got 5.
Well, if you go to Lehigh, of course, you're going to make smart plays. McCollum good at sensing when his man was going to be wide open.
Dragic against Lillard. They get the rebound. Out of bounds. Portland takes possession.
And here's a look at some stats for Damian Lillard. Great showing for him last season. 3rd in free throw percentage, 9th in scoring. And his passing skills were on full display all year. He ranked among the top 15 in assists.
And just going back to his free throw efficiency, it's about confidence when you're at the line. You've always said it. He had it. That's how he ended up with the top 3 ranking.
Well, C.J. McCollum can go from 2nd gear to 4th gear and back to 2nd gear, a defense's nightmare.
Oladipo outside. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic. The Heat have been solid at the line so far, 4 for 4. First one falls for him. And the movement to bring the NBA back to Seattle, the Pacific Northwest. Brent, you played there half a decade. I know you've got fond memories. How much does that city love the NBA?
The Seattle fans are incredible, and I don't know how much,
knowledgeable.
Yes, and how much longer do we have to keep talking about how we want a team in Seattle?
One of the great cities in this country.
A fantastic place to play, to live, and the city is starved to get the Sonics back up there in the green and gold.
And they'll support them.
Oh, there's no question about it. So the time is ticking, and everybody's excited about the opportunity in the near future for the team to return.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
Nunn passes to Butler. Shoots the 3. C.J. McCollum with the rebound.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
So it's Miami now after the miss from Damian Lillard. Here's Nunn, covered by Lillard. Oladipo for 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Oladipo's got 7.
And how about that exhale there? Finally gets one to fall through 6 attempts.
McCollum kicks to Hood. 30 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Rodney Hood mixing it up, doing a good job of getting in there and drawing a foul.
First trip to the line for him here.
And worth mentioning, guys, the free throw percentage he brought in from last season, how about 88%?
That free throw good from Hood.
Well, Rodney Hood is a guy who's out here to stretch the floor and mix up his game a little bit, trying to regain some confidence in what he can provide offensively.
Both free throws good from Hood. The Heat leading by 5. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Nunn passes to Oladipo. He dishes it to Butler. 6 on the shot clock. Fires from the wing. The shot comes out. Lillard way outside. No good on the last second attempt there. Goran Dragic firing at all cylinders for Miami. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. Back to the action after this word. Jimmy Butler, a hard worker on the floor and off the court as well, possesses a unique individuality.
I worked extremely hard to get where I am today, so whenever you walk to my house, you see a really big, some may call it obnoxious, boombox aquarium, but I love music. I don't really watch too much TV. It's always music, so it's just another thing to remind me, continue to be who you are, just as fish inside of it.
A boombox aquarium, huh? Points for originality, Greg.
Butler, not shy, breaking from convention, beats to the rhythm of his own drum.
We welcome you back to Noche Latina. Becoming an annual tradition is always here on 2K Sports and always exciting. And let's quickly break down the game we've been seeing from the Heat, guys.
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
Yeah, defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court for the Heat, they've got Jimmy Butler. Bam Adebayo is out there with Myers Leonard. And it's Robinson. And it's Nunn in at the 1 spot. Miami leading by 5. Robinson for 3. Sinks the triple. Robinson's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Yeah, and that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Powell, the pass to Cantor. Back to Powell. Lillard way outside. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
With him struggling tonight, they need to find some other options out there to keep themselves in the game.
Nunn passes to Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down. Great game for him. Double-double down. 10 points and 13 rebounds. Leonard against Hood. He kicks to Carmelo. Lillard from outside. The Trailblazers rebound.
Yeah, and that one way back in the first quarter is the three-pointer that has been his only one of the night.
And how about the speed there from Butler? Just a knack for knowing where to run in transition.
Trailblazers trail by 12. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Cantor dishes to Carmelo to stop the run, and good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Like the execution there from Cantor. Usually likes to score, this time with the pass.
Butler against Hood. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Enes Kanter. Miami shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
And looking at last season's numbers, down below 70% as a team from the line.
2.
And he knocks down the first one.
And just no question that Butler is a bona fide star. I mean, a tough, rugged defender who's also a juggernaut on offense.
good on both. And so Lillard will bring it up for the Portland Trail Blazers, down by 12. Good ball movement here by the Trail Blazers. The drive by Anthony. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
Good space and pace from Melo right there, leaving the D with no chance to block that dunk.
Powell against Robinson. Pass to Nunn. Five to shoot. Outside for Robinson. Shoots over Powell. Robinson, that's good. Robinson's got the lead up to 12 now for the Heat.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Three-pointer, Lillard. And no good that time. And Miami the other way now. Here's Nunn. No good on the triple. Trailblazers trail by 12. Anthony, the pass to Cantor. Lillard, right side. And good that time. Lillard's got 9 points.
I don't think he even feels that kind of contact. His focus is just too good inside. Nothing a defense can do.
Butler against Hood. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits.
Of all the action happening there, Kevin, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Here's Nunn. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Butler gets it to go from 18 feet away. And the Heat lead by 10.
And Butler has some insane handles, created at just carving his way through the defense.
Powell inside, guarded by Robinson. Here's Anthony, and Portland again with the bucket.
Yeah, this story in the second quarter much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
Here's Nunn, covered by Lillard. Anthony on the double team. Here's Leonard. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Leonard's got his second bucket of the night.
How about Leonard not letting the D get to him? Amazing that he maintains his balance, especially at his size on that shot.
And a deep three from Lillard. It's hauled in by the Heat. Leonard's got 5 rebounds tonight.
He's been off the mark, and that hasn't helped them chip away at the lead. It's been a theme here this quarter.
Here's Anthony. Oh, the power on that throwdown.
Unreal. That's got to feel good. Melo showing no mercy.
Here's Nunn, covered by Anthony. Passes it to Robinson. From deep. And Cantor pulls it down. Trailblazers trail by 8. Here's Powell. And it's good for 2.
Yeah, these defenders just looked a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Outside Robinson. The pass to Nunn. Back to Robinson. And the 3 off target. For Portland, they've gone 7 of 14 in the second quarter, shooting to the tune of 50%. And there's the feed to Carmelo. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got 3 assists in the game. Nunn passes to Leonard. Powell against Robinson. Pass to Butler. Good work defensively by Anthony.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Count it. Now just a 2-point Heat lead.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Nunn passes to Butler. Over Hood. And that one's good by Butler. Butler's got 8 here in the quarter.
And this is Butler's bread and butter. The mid-range J is on point. You got to D him up better than that.
3-pointer, Lillard. Here's Cantor. And it's sent back by Leonard. To the middle, here's Butler, and it's Butler with the jam.
And it's all about positioning for Butler. Well, once he's deep inside the paint, there's no question he's going to finish that one.
That's a 2 from Lillard. Off the left rim and out. The Heat leading by 6. Butler goes in. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possessions.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
Giving up a run here, can they turn it around?
Hard to say right now. At this point, I've seen the coaches run through 2 or 3 iterations of defense. Is there a fourth? I'm not sure.
A different look for Miami. Jones checked in for Butler, and it's Victor Oladipo in for Robinson. Robert Covington's checked in for Portland. McCollum comes in for Lillard. Now here's McCollum. He has 6. Anthony left side, and it's Anthony with the jam.
Melo being ultra aggressive now, you give him a lane to the basket, you're going to get results like that.
Here's Nunn. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Adebayo passes to Leonard. Banked in off the glass. And the Heat lead by 8.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. The Trailblazers have been perfect so far from the free throw line, 6 for 6.
One shot.
And so he hits the technical free throw.
Just get a feeling like Melo has brought some extra energy to this one. This guy eats, drinks, and breathes basketball, but he's at it here tonight.
Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
Catching and firing, Melo has it all working in this one.
Miami leading by 5. There's the lob to the hoop. Nice catch and finish on the alley-oop.
Oh, Kevin, get a load of that one. Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boys.
Perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him. Now, here's Cantor. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Jones up top, covered by Anthony. Here's Nunn. And that one is off. Good D by McCollum.
Get on CJ.
Miami grabs the miss. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Next step for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. And that's the third of 4 straight played at home. The shot by Adebayo, no good. Trailblazers trail by 7. To the inside. And Anthony with the basket on the assist from Covington. And that's now 17 points for Carmelo Anthony. Here's Adebayo. Got a piece of it.
That's good footwork from the big man as Cantor aware defensively to get to that one.
Here's McCollum. And he's finally able to knock one down. And now just a 3-point Heat lead.
He just exudes a love of the game, guys. You can see it in everything he does. This guy lives and breathes the game.
Nunn. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It goes on C.J. McCollum. The Heat have been at their finest form at the free throw line tonight. 8 attempts, 8 makes.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
And he makes the first. And the Trailblazers making a change here. Nurkic is checked in. He hits both from the stripe.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
1:29 left in the first half of basketball. That's tipped, and they get it back.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
And you remember in Orlando, Oladipo played a ton of point guard in the early part of his career, showing some nice vision there.
Now here's McCollum. He's got 8. Pass to Nurkic. Back to McCollum. Fires for 3. Rebound by the Heat. Leonard's got 6 rebounds in the game.
Well, his shooting this quarter has to be a huge concern, especially when they're behind like this. Can he find a rhythm?
None. That's good.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. 9-point game. Here's Powell. And no good. But close on that one, so he'll shoot 2. The Trailblazers have gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the line tonight.
Shooting 2.
The free throw drops for Powell. Both good from the line that time.
And guys, this is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line. Perfect this quarter.
Here's Nunn. He's guarded by McCollum. Nunn passes to Adebayo. Up again. Great positioning on the putback. Nunn's got 8 points here in this quarter.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And here's McCollum. 8 points for him. From deep. And the last second attempt doesn't fall.
That's some of the toughness Coach wants from Leonard. Getting into the shooter's face, altering the shot without fouling. Good job.
And so it's the Miami Heat ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They've set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to be very tough to stop. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Goran, it looks like you guys are giving them a lot of different looks offensively. Is that the key to the league?
Yeah, you know, if every player on the court is dangerous for basket, then it's much easier for us, you know. And for defense, it's tough.
Thanks, Goran. We'll see you in the second half. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. It was a closely contested first quarter for Miami. They got their lead up to as many as 8 points in the opening period. For the Heat, and over to Shaq, what'd you think about Miami?
Well, it was an unselfish, team-oriented half of basketball. The ball never stopped moving. Their offense had a great flow to it. You're preventing anyone from getting lazy out there. They're always moving, cutting, knowing where they need to pass the ball, Ernie.
Kenny, let's get your insight on Portland.
It looked like they were shooting threes blindfolded. Sometimes you could get cold, but that was atrocious. It was scary. But they also looked scattered out there, and I think that disorganization was the main issue for them missing those shots. They need to establish themselves better, into a better rhythm in the second half, and avoid relying so heavily on the three-point shot.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take you down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my man Joel.
Joel, what up?
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Carmelo Anthony really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Trailblazers trail by 9. Here's who Terry Stotts is starting the second half with. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Rodney Hood. And it's Nurkic in at the center, filling out the middle.
And we know it. We've seen it. Lillard's range extends well beyond the three-point line. Hard to keep a hand in his face from that far out.
Now here's Dragic. Passes to Nunn. Nurkic with the double team. Clock at 6. The pass to Leonard. Nurkic with the block.
Nurkic seeing an opportunity there to make the impact defensively with the block.
Hood dishes to Lillard. Shoots over Dragic. Lillard misses. Miami leading by 6. Dragic kicks to Oladipo. Pass to Adebayo. And the rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. It's McCollum on the wing. Offline with his 3.
That's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
For Portland, they have been exceptional shooting free throws tonight, going 9 for 9. Free throw good.
Nurkic plays with a little bit of that edge, a little bit of moxie, and that toughness is something the teammates can rally behind.
Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for the Heat. He makes 1 of 2 that time. And it's Dragic bringing up the ball for the Miami Heat. Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. And Covington sends it back.
You talk about things at halftime, and then you come out and you go 0 for 3. I'm sure that wasn't up on the board. One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight, Kevin. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Here's Oladipo following the score by Damian Lillard. Chalk up 2 there.
Finally, they get 1 to drop. That's 1 of their first 4 here in the third.
Cullen passes to Lillard. Hood dishes to Lillard. From outside, off the mark.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
But they recover it. And Butler gets it to go.
Butler's just so skilled at finding ways to score inside. He utilizes his height and strength well and varies that release point.
Now here's McCollum. He's got 8. Down low. Here's Nurkic. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. And that's now 9 points for Nurkic.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
D has been just completely helpless and turned around. He's so dangerous when he's in this kind of rhythm.
The Heat haven't made a mistake at the line yet. 10 of 10.
One shot.
Free throw good. Adebayo. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Pass to Nurkic. With the floater. He can't hit that time. Great D that time from Leonard. Miami leading by 8. Dragic with it. Nurkic with the block. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. And it goes down 2 points. Lillard's got 16.
Now that basket must be widening out right now, Kevin. He's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
Now Dragic, 9 points in the game so far. Here's Oladipo. Yes, that goes in. Oladipo's got 4 points in the quarter.
Such a good scorer on the inside, finding just a bit of space, and then Oladipo confident to knock that one in.
Lillard attacking, and the layup falls. He's got 18.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
Here's Dragic. And it's Portland with the rebound. Covington's got rebound number 5 here tonight. McCollum kicks to Lillard. Gets the bucket and the foul. That's on Goran Dragic.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
The Trailblazers have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them. Andre Iguodala is checked in for Miami. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Collins is checked in.
Shooting one.
I mean, every year since his rookie campaign, Lillard gets the maximum attention from defenses. They're schemed to slow him down. That's what's so impressive about the numbers that he's put up throughout his career.
Here's Dragic. Nice D from Lillard. Trailblazers trail by 3, and they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have, staying aggressive and playing under control.
Well, C.J. McCollum could teach a class on how to get and one opportunities.
And that mid-range jump shot discouraged for many players, but not for C.J. McCollum.
I love the way that C.J. can just wind his way to spots on the floor and speeds up when he wants to, not when the defense is asking him to.
One shot. One shot.
And it's tied up with that one.
And you talk about shot makers. C.J. McCollum, one of the best in the game. From mid-range, you could argue he's the best, flat out.
Now here's Iguodala. Butler passes to Dragic. Just 5 on the clock. From deep three-point range, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
And here we get a chance to check out the story on Jimmy Butler. Great showing for him last season. Averaged about 18 points a game, 5 rebounds and 4 assists. And you look at the numbers he's been putting up, fantastic scoring production from him.
Yeah, hard to ask for anything more at this point. He's really stepped up, and he's really delivered.
And it's Lillard missing. And you look at the shot chart from McCollum. He's a threat from everywhere.
Able to hit off the bounce, pulling up. At his height, he's got to be creative, making space for his shot.
He has a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, tampering is a touchy subject, but it's a word we're hearing more often. Teams want to retain their star players, but they know that there's always talk during a season. Now, teams can only express interest in a player when he hits free agency, but players can talk amongst each other freely all season. Star players like LeBron James are tied into their front offices, and some people wonder if there's much of a difference between what the player says and what his team is thinking. Kevin?
Good point, David. Thank you. The first one falls. And both free throws good for Nurkic. Heat shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. Iguodala kicks to Dragic. To the paint, Nurkic with the steal. Hood deciding where to go with it. McCollum outside. Over Iguodala. And the basket by McCollum. McCollum's got 13.
And they've worked the ball around so well tonight for those quality looks from mid-range.
Iguodala finds Dragic. Floats one up. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Adebayo's got the game tied up here for the Heat.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Lillard against Dragic. There's the triple. Here's Nurkic. It's Adebayo with the rebound. And so it's Iguodala. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. They've held a 12-point lead early. Dragic against Lillard. Inside, Adebayo. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic. Dragic has got 3 assists tonight. Portland's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Now, here's Hood. And it's blocked, but he recovers it. And they had their chances, 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. Here's Butler, 8 for 15 with that made basket, but he's not satisfied yet.
Iguodala can see everywhere on the floor. He keeps his eyes moving to find a teammate.
McCollum feeling it out a bit. Passes it to Lillard. Shoots over Dragic. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Adebayo's got his 20th rebound here tonight. Saw that coming. Here's Butler. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And now it's a 6-point Heat lead.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Nurkic the pass to Lillard. To end the cold streak. And it's Iguodala with the rebound. The Heat leading by 6. Outside Dragic. Back to Iguodala. There's the pass to Leonard. Fades. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Out to the right wing. Here's Lillard.
Oh, man. Fans love that. Listen to that. I love that sound in the arena. Another reminder, Kevin, that Damian Lillard can be explosive, and we love it.
Now here's Iguodala. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. There's Dragic with the 3. No good that time. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way.
They've been able to have some team success in this game despite what's been an awful shooting night for him.
Pass to Lillard. against Adebayo. That one good for 2. Now just a 2-point Heat lead.
Well, McCollum undersized at his position, at least in terms of his strength. But he can play that way because he competes. That's a tough one there.
Now here's Iguodala. Pass to Butler. From the line, the shot missing. Portland's gotten 1 of 6 3-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. Iguodala against Hood. Here's McCollum. And he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Iguodala outside. It's Butler that time on the assist by Iguodala. And it's now 22 points for Jimmy Butler. Lillard surveying the D. Collins finds Lillard. Here's Nurkic. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Well, you have to be careful when Nurkic attempts those kinds of shots. He's very skilled at drawing contact.
This will be his 5th trip to the free throw line.
And what a performance he's put in at the free throw line.
The first free throw is good, and the Heat making a change here. Jones is checked in. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Enes Kanter comes in for Collins. And Norman Powell subbed in for Hood. And both free throws good for Nurkic.
And he's given them a good contribution at the line tonight, getting there a lot and delivering on his opportunities.
1:16 left here in the third quarter. Dragic dishes to Iguodala. Kicks it to Butler. 5 on the clock. Shoots over Powell. And it's Butler missing. And here's Lillard. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. Trailing by 2. Hits the 3-point bomb.
He can be just lethal from the perimeter. Even though he didn't get good looks in the first quarter, will that make right there? That could change things.
Iguodala outside. And there's the alley-oop. And then Jones with the jam.
Good anticipation there from Iguodala, who is a very good passer.
Lillard with it, and it's Iguodala picking him up. Kanter kicks to Lillard. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And these are his second and third free throws tonight.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
Two.
And the first one drops. Both teams deciding to change it up. And both free throws good for Damian Lillard.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Oladipo, the pass to Nunn. With the teardrop. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Kanter's got 8 rebounds in this game. Butler against Lillard. The tray. And no good. And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for Portland. What a quarter that saw them generate a great comeback effort and are now out in front with momentum behind them. And we'll be right back after this. And let's listen to head coach Terry Stotts review the game plan with his guys.
Right now, we're making the hustle plays. You getting back and getting a stop. You on the boards, all right? Those energy plays are what got us back. Then we make shots. Keep being aggressive, all right?
Well, and guys like Coach Stotts love seeing hard work, Greg, really encouraging his guys now.
And he should. I mean, they've been hustling out there and finally being rewarded for their effort.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Jones is out there with Myers Leonard. Then there's Victor Oladipo. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's none in at point. That's the group on the floor for Miami.
Possessing the length and explosiveness to do just that, Leonard looks good when he's taking it hard to the rack.
Passes it to Lillard. Lets it go with the three. But they'll get another chance. Good, nice job down low. And guys, here in the fourth quarter, still a close game.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the last shot.
Nunn passes to Leonard. Offensive rebound, Jones. Good D by Covington.
Well, the D's so tight on him, it makes him alter his shot. And an easy chance turns into a tough one because the defense is swarming.
McCollum, no good. Miami trailing. Oladipo, the pass to Jones. That shot misses.
Oh, he had the perfect opportunity to finish that one, guys, and just flat out blew it.
Here's Covington, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
Now, here's Oladipo. And it's Oladipo with the jam.
Well, Oladipo executed that pick and roll well. Remarkable at scoring whenever he gets room to shoot off the screen.
McCollum with the ball. Now defended by Oladipo. Oladipo with the double team. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And here are the Trailblazers now. Covington passes to McCollum. Portland moving the ball around. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Uh-oh. C.J. McCollum has that look in his eye. Confidence is growing. And the Portland team now in great shape offensively.
Throw good, McCollum.
You think about great perimeter shooters, and CJ, not only just statistically, but stylistically, Kevin, his name comes up. He can heat up and get this team going offensively.
Oladipo with the ball. Now Covington defending. With the fadeaway. Leonard, no luck. Portland leading by 4. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Lillard, the pass to McCollum. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. McCollum's got 15 points here in the second half. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Lets a floater go. That's tipped. Stolen by McCollum. It's McCollum on the wing over Butler. McCollum, no good. So Oladipo will bring it up for the Heat. 6-point game. Shoots from 14. Stolen by McCollum. And now Lillard pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And Lillard throws it down.
Well, I like how active McCollum was there on defense. Not afraid to poke his hands in there at the right time. Very opportunistic score there.
Here's Nunn. There's the double team with Covington. To the middle. To halt the run. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That's on Enes Kanter.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Jones. And so he hits both. Trailblazers leading by 6. The pass to Powell. Now McCollum. And the 3 off target. Here's Nunn. Oladipo outside. 6 to shoot. The 3. That's all good, and that's his 5th basket of the game. He's shooting 5 for 11 now.
Trying more and more to utilize the three-pointer. It's a good idea. That's his 2nd 3 of the game. 1 in each half.
And that kind of sums up how this game is going.
Attack-minded all the way.
Yeah, great read, calls his own number, and then sends it home.
Here's Nunn. Knocked away. Stolen by Cantor. Here's Lillard. Lays it up off the glass. And now a 7-point Trailblazer lead.
He's played a huge role in this game to this point, but it looks like he just wants more. He wants to make sure that this lead holds up.
Inside, here's Oladipo, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Oh boy, the touch is coming back here in the second half. Percentages from the field much better than it was at the break.
Lillard, right side. Down low, here's Cantor, and it's sent back by Leonard.
There's some good commitment from Myers Leonard on defense there. Gets his hands up and swats that one away.
And that keeps him perfect from the field this quarter.
Portland leading by 3. Lillard outside. From deep, cranes it from beyond the arc. Lillard's got 9 points in the quarter.
Well, he just nailed his 2nd 3 of the half, guys. I'd be very aware of that if I were the defense right now.
Here's Nunn, defended by Covington. Nunn passes to Leonard. And it's Portland with the rebound. Covington finds Lillard. There's the steal. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Oh, and the dunk by Jones.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Execution with pace. That's a bad turnover that simply was telegraphed.
Puts it up from 12, and Lillard gets it to go. Lillard's got 36.
He has been so big here in the 4th quarter. 5 of 6 from the field.
To the inside, Butler. And it's Butler with the jam.
He has been running circles around the defense, and it's a different playing field now with Butler being on.
Now, here's Lillard, and the basket is good.
This quarter belongs to him, and that's how you do it when you're out in front. Don't play it safe. Keep that momentum going.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Throw good, Damian Lillard.
And not a single free throw attempt in that first half, but he has been far more active since the break and drawn some fouls.
Now a timeout called by Miami.
Well, they've been turning that ball over way too much, and they really need to address this if they want to win this game. Huddle up, boys.
And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Damian Lillard.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
He's really seemed to feed off the hostile environment he's been faced with tonight. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Eric Spoelstra coaching the team during the break. He told them, look, guys, we're running out of time. We're going to make a move. It's got to be now. Are you guys ready to make a move? They all nodded, and he said, then go take it, Kevin.
Now, here's Oladipo. Outside Dragic. Back to Oladipo. Clock at 4. Here's Butler. That one, no good. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. Here's Covington. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Covington's got the lead up to 9 now for the Trailblazers. The Heat have gone 7 of 13 from the field here in the fourth. Dragic kicks to Adebayo. Heat moving the ball around. Dragic dishes to Oladipo. Here's Adebayo. Nurkic with the block. To the paint. Here's Covington. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Man, when he's playing under control, which is most of the time, McCollum is very effective setting up teammates.
Here's Dragic. No good, unable to end this run.
Well, after an impressive first half, he's just not been able to get the room or get anything going here in the second.
McCollum against Leonard. The floater. Here's Nurkic. And it's denied. Butler deciding where to go with it. Here's Oladipo. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Oladipo's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
Shot selection paying off there. Patience by Oladipo, and then knocks it down from the perimeter.
And after a first half in which their offense shot under 40%, they've got the lead, and they should count themselves to be lucky.
Outside Dragic. And the Heat, another three.
Well, the ball was not in Goran Dragic's hands very long. Just a great job by him firing it up immediately without hesitation.
Now, here's Lillard. And a wide open look for McCollum. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. The Heat trail by 8. Now here's Butler. And there's Myers Leonard on the assist by Butler. Butler's got 6 assists in the game. McCollum with the ball. Now defended by Oladipo. It's stolen by Adebayo. Butler on the way. Lays it up and banks it in. And now just a 4-point Portland lead.
And you can see the leadership there that Butler possesses, commanding the rock on important possessions here down the stretch.
Now here's Lillard. Dragic with some nice D. Great offensive performance they're putting on.
And guys, we call that the zone because that's where they are right now. They are in a zone, and I'm sure they feel unstoppable.
Misses off the right iron. And so Hood will bring it up for the Trailblazers. Here's Lillard, and he comes up with the deuce. Lillard's got 41.
Well, powering through on the dribble drive, Lillard has the body control to take that hit and still score the basketball.
Here's Butler. Rebound by Nurkic. Trailblazers leading by 6. Hood for 3. It's Adebayo with the rebound.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Now here's Butler. Adebayo with the bucket. Adebayo's got 23.
That's an excellent play call to free him up from the defense.
Well, taking advantage of that opportunity, it does not get any more high percentage than that one.
Lillard against Dragic. And it's Lillard missing.
He gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
And it'll go. And the Blazer lead is cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from Oladipo. Here's Lillard. Good.
Remember that one, guys, a difference maker.
Yeah, I'm wondering, Greg, is that the biggest shot of the game?
And the Heat call time here. They're trailing by 4. There's 53 seconds left to play in the final quarter. There's 53 seconds left in the fourth quarter. They get it back. Adebayo. It drops. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Just creating havoc for the opponents the last few games.
You saw by that putback there, he's just completely locked in. They're getting full contributions from him right now.
Now, here's Lillard. It falls!
And that is what you need in big moments. Lillard's a strong leader with competitive drive. Bingo.
Here's Butler. And Covington sends it back. The kick outside to Butler. Shot clock at 6. Outside Dragic. Shoots the 3. He can't get that one to fall. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Those free throws are the nail in the coffin, guys.
Now a timeout called by Miami. They trail by 6. 7 seconds left in the fourth. Well, guys, what do you think?
There's still a sliver of hope.
Yeah, act fast, but without mistakes.
Seven seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Here is Lillard. So the Trailblazers win it. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother them. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Damian, it looks like this team's progress can be measured by your improvement at the defensive end. Do we see that tonight?
We made some mistakes like every other basketball team does, but I think we did a great job of making adjustments. We got a little more physical. We did a great job of that.
And that led to a big win, Damian. Thanks for your time, man. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. See you next time.
Thank you.